as a man, I hate seeing this kind of stuff. Like, because men know when other men are BSing. Like, we sniff it out. We could just hear it a mile away. If you was scared, if this wasn't like who you really wanted, dude, and you wasn't willing to take that step, then say that. It really looks like you was there for the show. I'm gonna be real with you. It doesn't look like you was there for love. For all the F boys out there who are playing these games, come on, man. It's time to grow up. Time to grow up, bro. Girls sniff that out a mile away.
This beautiful person is definitely the one for me. I'm so happy she chose me.
Oh, that is so beautiful. So, Mameen, how has it been going since you guys pledged your love for each other on that boardwalk? Have things been going up?
Be honest.
Oh. Mameen?
I wouldn't say up.
What do you mean by that?
It hasn't gone anywhere.
First of all, y'all see the sweat on Frank? He's saying be honest. I think that was for him. Like, my man over there sweating. She said, everybody knew it was about to be some mess.
I need more information. I don't understand. What happened?
Stop. See, this is why I like the background stuff. I know everybody's face was just like, my girl, she was eating it. Yo, they got to do this on other seasons. The backstage is where it's at.
After that day?
Nothing happened after that day.
Okay. No things?
No things. I know you're looking for me to say more. I don't have anything.
Like you're going out?
We're not going out.
Frank.
We're not going out currently.
Frank.
Yes.
Why aren't you going out?
Multiple reasons.
Oh, child, she is over it.
I still genuinely and passionately care for this woman. I respect her in so many different ways.
First of all, whenever someone leads with that, you know it's about to be some stuff. I still care for her and respect her in multiple. Here comes the setup.
The cameras were finally off of us. I needed to regroup and get back to myself. And of course, I still wanted her to be a part of that. I also realized that this process had taken a toll on me.
So was it the cameras on you?
No, I don't even think that it was the cameras. I think the one thing that I've always been very guarded and like kind of keep lock and key is my love relationships because I've been hurt.
Here we go. Frank signed up for the Victim Olympics. Here we go.
I've also, at times I've felt that I've hurt people in the past by not being, of being reluctant.
Frank, just be honest, bro. Just be honest.
I think that I pulled back because there are things about our relationship that didn't add up to me as what I've always pictured.
Okay, let me switch over here, Frank. You seemed very together throughout this process, making very logical decisions.
Right.
You thought about a friend of yours, Sydney, who's beautiful, and that would have been fun.
Right.
But then you thought,
Sydney like, glad I dodged that bullet.
Mameen is my match. It's what I need. So why going forward? Did it happen the next day you decided?
No. So there was a point in time where I felt that we were getting too close too fast.
Okay, wait.
No.
So
During those time periods that we were together, I felt like we were too close too soon. Me and you were really trying to find a lot of connections, whether it be life expectations, what your future looked like, what my future looked like, what kids look like. To me, it just didn't all add up. And I'm sorry that it's coming out this way.
Bruh, come on, man. I'm sorry. Like, as a man, I hate seeing this kind of stuff. Like, because men know when other men are BSing. Like, we sniff it out. We could just hear it a mile away. If you was scared, if this wasn't like who you really wanted, dude, and you wasn't willing to take that step, then say that. It really looks like you was there for the show. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, it doesn't look like you was there for love. Fellas, for all the messy dudes. No, I'm gonna call it like it is. For all the F boys out there who are playing these games, come on, man. It's time to grow up. Time to grow up, bro. Girls sniff that out a mile away.
But me
I
and you.
actually don't mind it coming out. What I don't care for is you saying things like it was moving too fast or that it was becoming too much, because it was nothing. So what was becoming too much?
For me, that's mine. I just felt like some of our contact wasn't adding up. Like the way we held hands.
I don't even know what that means.
I know, because I still
So you're an affectionate person,
Exactly.
so that's what I mean. So when I
know,
respond back,
know.
then it's like too much. Do you see how that doesn't make sense?
I do.
Okay.
Just be direct.
I trusted that everything every other woman on the show thought about you may not be true. Several of the women said, "You're not ready." I said, "I will believe what you told me." And all we have in this life is our word. And you have not kept your word. And I think that's what hurts.
Ooh, listen, fellas. There's nothing worse than a man who does not keep his word, and especially when a woman calls you out on that. That is terrible. It's interesting that, like she said, other women saw that, and there was a point where Sydney was just like, "Hey, I think we'd be better off as friends." And I mean, when I was watching, I kind of like it was an eye catcher. I'm like, yo, why did she say that? Like, what did she see? But obviously, she saw the same thing we all saying now.
You gotta be careful with people. You keep talking about the fact that you've been hurt before. You're not the only person
I'm
that's
not
been
saying
hurt.
otherwise.
You know how much it takes to go on this type of journey? The bravery it takes to open up again to somebody? You wanna know what I went through before this chapter? You have no idea, and I trusted you.
See, this is
You
a
need
thing,
some
though.
tissue.
You cannot come in here playing with people's emotion. And I'm not saying that was your
Okay,
intent.
thank
And you
you.
may have done it
So we're not calling it
I
intent.
did. I
We're
did.
not calling it intent,
Yeah.
but you have to be able to identify your mishaps as a person, because now it affected somebody else. And it's not fair. We do not get to show up in this world and keep hurting people.
I think for the future, Frank, you should look at your partner as being a friend.
I do.
And at the end of the day, it always starts with the baseline as friendship. And that should be something that you just always go back to. It's like, how would I want my friend to feel?
I didn't value the relationship thus far.
Oh, really?
I don't think you knew what you had in Mumin. I don't think you knew that, because if you knew that,
So many times, the person that we want, that we dreamed of, that we're asking him for, is standing right in front of us. But because we're blinded, because we out there reaching, and we, or we haven't done that deep work, and our past traumas and our past heartaches are blocking us. We can't receive what it is that we've been dreaming about our entire life. More coming down the tube for the Mentally Wealthy Support Network. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button so you get the notifications. Thanks for joining us. Peace. I'll see you next week.